Yeah.
Yeah, that's him for sure. Hello.
Hi. Another 79. A low one today.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, and you can feel the chill in the air today.
You sure can.
We're taking an extra long ride with you.
Okay, that would be great.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're very welcome. Alright, you come on out. That's fine. Oh, good.
Yeah.
You still need it? You want to? Okay.
Is it better if you sit over here? We've got more space.
Are you okay here?
Yeah, I'm good.
Crouch
George,
up there.
hey, George is a smooth driver, so
That's right.
Okay.
Thanks, no. I tried.
Okay,
No problem.
no.
how has work been today?
Work is good. This bus is okay. It's not bad. Everything's good. I was going to adjust that mirror, but I think I'll leave it.
So what happens if your bus breaks down during your shift? Do they have to give you another one,
Oh
right?
boy.
Right?
Yes, they do, but it comes out of Vic Park, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it takes like an hour to get it now.
They gotta fire it up, and then, you know.
Well, he has to go across the garage, get the bus, start it up, adjust the mirrors and everything.
And it didn't plan to be online, right?
That's right.
You should be fine. These 79s don't break very often.
No, they don't.
This is an old one, though.
What is it? 2005. 15
But-
years.
Yeah.
15 years this year, actually. It's October 2005.
But this is one of the oldest ones that Transit has left,
That's right.
currently. What's the kilometers on this one?
Well, it's reading, just a sec, 235,322.
It's got a while to go.
But that's probably turned over once.
It's just broken in.
Well, more
For
than
a
once
diesel.
in 15 years, that would have turned over a few times.
These go like a million plus.
Because they rebuilt the motor about 800,000 kilometers.
Our 7700 diesels have definitely gone over a million.
That's right.
Like 1.5 if I'm not surprised.
Yeah. No,
That is 7762. That one you had some mileage on it.
that's right.
No late starts today. Everything was smooth.
Yeah. No, everything's good. The roads are good, and the weather's looking good for the next 2 weeks, actually. I looked today right up to November the 11th, I think it was. The weather looks good.
Today's a little chilly, but
Yeah. It's chilly at Tim Hortons, too.
yeah.
You get it? Or even...
Yeah.
It's chilly at Tim Hortons.
Yeah. Which one you like there?
Yeah, that's what you eat.
That's why you get a coffee.
Yeah.
You're chilly.
Yeah, I like that one.
I could not get cranked up this morning when I got out of bed. I could not get started.
Oh, okay.
You know, some mornings you get up for work even though you enjoy it, you're sluggish getting out of bed.
Oh, yeah. I know that feeling.
These old girls don't want to wake up sometimes.
That's right. Well, I'm glad you came out. That's nice. Makes my day. And I'm not trying to use
Where's your bud Cliff today?
He got off the bus an hour ago because he came out with me. But he got off the bus about an hour ago to go check his bank account.
Yeah.
He'll see me sometime later today.
This bus ride's really smooth.
It does. This is nice. And I can get really comfortable with two cool cushions.
I didn't get home till 9:30 the other night, eh?
Wow. Holy smokes, that's late.
And then I uploaded some old U2 footage yesterday that I had, turned it into an audio.
Oh, okay. Did you see me the other day when you got off the bus? I turned the bus around to pull back around to my stop.
Yeah, what was that? Were you just waiting, or?
Oh, as I was pulling out, I saw the C train coming.
Yeah,
Right? I can see down the tracks.
yeah.
Because when I'm pulling out, I'm looking north. So I can see the train coming. So if I see the train coming, then I swing around back in for my customers.
Yeah. I thought there was a big snow pile there. I thought you couldn't get around. I'm like, uh-oh.
No, it was just courtesy on my part to try and get some more people off the train, and I got 2, I believe.
That's nice. Did that put you behind schedule a little bit?
Just slightly, but it's not a big deal. I just keep going, and on this particular route, I've got maybe 5 minutes or so makeup time.
Guess what? I found a photo of 7901 on the internet.
Okay?
Yeah. Hey, maybe a little roller coaster ride with you once in a while isn't so bad.
Well, that light, I think the lead vehicle here was late taking off, because that seemed awfully short. Normally I would
So I'm telling you, on the internet I found a picture of 7901. Since these have all Cummins diesels and they sound the same, I'm thinking of linking up audio to it.
Did it have a date on there when that picture was taken?
No, but it was definitely an older year.
Okay. Yeah, what have been 7901? My goodness. No, I was surprised to see this one. Usually I'm getting something around 7940s, 7950s.
And then 80s, you got a lot of them.
Yeah.
Did you get any of the 90s yet? The really late 79s?
Not very many. I've had maybe just a half dozen or so over the past couple of years. Most of them I get are in the 740 to 770 range.
And then 80. I got like 4 80s buses on my channel of you and us. I think I've been on 4 of them when you took me.
Well, I don't get very many 7980s either. A few.
Oh, but when you do get them, you must be happy. Like that 86, that one was nice.
7986, yeah, that's a nice bus.
Oh, 89, though, that's when we first met, when I was on 89.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Wh-
Yeah, I am getting a few 7980s.
I wasn't on your bus that day. I just filmed it pull in, when you had 86.
Oh, okay.
I was waiting for 15 there.
Yeah.
So what bus did you take home, 15 or 11
Oh.
the other night?
Let's see. No, the 11. It's really tough to catch that 15 shuttle bus because it's due out at 2004, and I'm not due until 2007. And 15 leaves right on time, right to the second. So I just catch the 11.
You must prefer the 11 anyway because it's a big bus.
Well, that, and I know the driver, so I always
So,
go with him.
what other 12, is there 78s on this route today, or?
I don't see the other 12. I don't know. Would never see him.
Yeah.
Because he's always in front of me.
Oh, when you arrive to Fish Creek, you always meet the 11.
That's right. Which is Jerry.
Jerry must have missed you when you were gone.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, can I tell you something? I can't remember her name, but she did. I was on Route 302 BRT one night.
Okay. Where does that go?
It goes to City Center, then there's one that goes from City Center to Douglas Glen Terminal, then it goes all the way to South House Campus.
Right, now I know which one you mean.
But I mean, I can't remember her name, but she had blonde hair, and she said she knows you. She used to ride around on your bus.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, that's nice.
Wish I could remember her name. Oh, that's a 77.
Yes, it is. Here we are. You take care.
Thanks. You
Have a
too.
good day.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I can't remember her name. I wish I did, so you would know what we're talking about. But she told me she used to ride around on your bus all the time
Oh, okay.
before she forget. You know. You've had a couple. A lot of the older veteran guys know you a lot.
Yes, they do.
And before they actually were driven, they rid around on your bus to get to places.
Yeah. Yeah, no, 40 years. That's
I'm
all.
glad I'm not on a 500 series today. That would be...
Yeah, that's right.
Did they break down a lot?
Here we are.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you're very welcome. You have a nice afternoon.
Yes,
Which ones?
The 500s, yeah?
I don't know. I didn't get them too much. I was driving along.
I know the 79, not 79, 75s did.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, they really did. That was getting bad.
Them Detroit diesels and the 96 New Flyers had quite a bit of power though, on takeoff.
They did, yeah.
How were the 76s? Were they a little better?
They were actually. Yeah, those 75s by the time they got to Anderson. Because see, what they do is any new buses that come in go around the city, and then Anderson eventually gets them when they're older. So
Yeah.
by the time we got the 7500s, yeah, they were in bad shape and they were breaking down a lot. The 7600s were better once we got them in.
And then there was the 99s, 1999.
That's right.
I think the 99 started in like what, 7650 or something?
Yeah, that's right.
Have you driven them a lot too,
Yes.
They were noisy when they got old.
Yeah, they were.
There was a couple left in service this year before shutdown, They used them on 145.
That's right.
They never come down here though.
No.
Probably years ago, but like when I saw them this year,
Yeah.
during the rush hour before everyone got quarantined, they were always up at Saddletown.
Yeah, right.
What 77 route passed by you? What one was that? 11?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Oh, I got on a 77 the other day, one of the later ones.
Okay.
90, I think it was.
Right.
I don't know if you driven that bus. You said you never got a lot of 77s.
No. No, the odd one, but not too many.
I can't believe 7701 is still around,
Wow, that's amazing.
Workhorses.
It really is.
Yeah.
No, I can go back as far as the 500 Flyers, and then I drove a lot of 600s when I first started.
Sorry, what were you saying?
As far as buses go, I can remember the 500 series as Flyers, but I drove a lot of 600 series Jimmies when I first started here. They got rid of them just a few years after I started. The 600
Too
series.
old?
So yeah, and then I drove a lot of the 700 series with roller signs.
1100s were nice.
Yeah, they came in, let's see, just give me a second.
80 something.
That's right. I didn't get to drive a lot of them at first, but I did drive a couple when they were brand new.
And one of them was 1115, and I got an audio recording of that one on my channel. How special is that?
Okay, I drove that one, I remember it. I remember getting on the bus when they were brand new and the smell from even the rubber.
Not like broken down smell, I hope.
No, brand new smell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, really nice.
That's what the new Nova buses smell like.
Yeah. They were nice to drive, those 1100 series. I remember 1115, 1116, 1117.
Yeah, I decided to move my thing to Friday just because, you know, it's hard for me to do during the week since I'm going so much.
Right.
It's weird, eh? They always put the 77s if they're down here on close to this route. They get 11 more than 12.
Yeah, that's right. Boy, this Bannister Road here, this is one busy road.
I used to live in Piedmont 8 years ago, and getting out of there was hell.
Where was that?
At Piedmont Gate up in the northeast there.
Oh, wow.
And like, you know, they had a light, right?
Right.
But there was no arrow. You just had to wait till you got space for the cars to go by and then go.
Wow.
There was no arrow there.
Oh, that's not good.
So when me and my dad got in there, getting in, I shouldn't say getting out of there was heck, it was getting back in
Oh, yeah.
from the street.
Well, when I first started with transit, on occasion I would do what was called the Route 14 Rosedale. And the Route 14 Rosedale, they made us cross 16th Avenue, which is the Trans-Canada Highway, with no traffic lights. And that was crazy because you had tractor-trailer units. Here we go again. This is not right. This is wrong. I thought they took care of this.
What's going on here?
It's the COVID testing.
Oh.
But they shouldn't be doing this. The traffic's backed up too far. If there was a fire in there, the fire department can't get in.
You're doing it on the street?
Well, I'm gonna have to. This is. Yeah, no, they're not doing it on the street. There's not enough room for everybody to turn in, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
All I know is I'm gonna have to go on a detour.
It's really traffic here.
Because I can't sit here. The traffic's way too deep. It would take me 45 minutes to get through this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have to.
George, when I went last time, they weren't doing it on Monday.
We did this again.
It's not here.
Else you're gonna be late, right? Behind.
That's right,
There's a police down here.
Oh. Christ, yeah, you'll never get out of there.
yeah. No, I can't. And it's only, what, 1 or 2 stops. I just have to go.
And then you're to Fisk Creek, it's pretty simple.
Well, the thing is, hopefully, anybody, if there is somebody to stop, they can just use this overpass to go to Fish Creek.
Yeah.
So I just gotta do a quick detour.
As long as you get there and keep on time, right? That's the thing.
That's it, exactly. This happened before. But they shouldn't allow that because if there's a major incident, the fire department can't get in there.
And then you guys get delayed. Same thing with the other 12, eh?
Yeah.
Do you know who's driving the other 12 today, or?
No, I don't.
Oh, do they switch up the other drivers on the other 12?
I believe they do.
You're the only one that stays, I guess.
Yeah, that's great. Boy, does this ever shake at a high speed car?
I can feel it, right?
That's not good.
Maybe it's the suspension, right? The buses get their yearly maintenance.
That's right.
Otherwise, really smooth. We won't have to go in there again because you go down James McKevin, right?
Well, I'll be back there in an hour. I might have to do this again. Last week I had to do it twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, glad I came out. I thought, I don't know if I'm gonna go out today. I'm struggling to get out there, but I mean, I figured, get on George's bus.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very simple detour. But that's unfortunate. The biggest problem of all is if there was a fire in that complex, the fire department cannot get in.
And yet they're thinking COVID testing is more important. That's not.
Well, they need to do something about the traffic. I thought they had taken care of that.
You think they would have it somewhere else that doesn't,
That's right.
like people can go to a facility and get tested, right?
Yeah.
They're doing a drive-through, that's why.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Also, to do this, you got to go all the way here, then turn in, right?
That's good. So just around.
Yeah.
It's shaking, right?
Yeah. I got 7921 on my channel too, the red one.
Okay.
You missed the earlier 79s, I imagine, right? The really early ones.
That's right.
They must have got a lot more mileage because they look the same, right?
Yes, they do.
Just like this.
Yeah.
That's only a little one. When you're going at high speed and have to brake really hard at orange light, that's worse.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that again, you're better off just to take the detour away. Else you'll be half an hour behind schedule.
Yeah, you can't do that. People need out in Everidge. They need to get to the C train.
And your students too, right? It's the same thing.
Yeah. So 5 minutes I could make up, but I can't make up half an hour.
Oh, that 15 minutes, like you made it up when the senior needed help?
Yeah.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Well, you just keep going. Boy, you don't get out of the driver's seat for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Well, 1 hour. I made that up in just over an hour and about 20 minutes.
Not bad.
No, that was okay.
Oh, what happened to the Bears the other night, eh? They got...
Oh, man, they got wiped off the field.
Yeah.
The score would have, at the end of the game, it would have been 24-3. But right near the end of the game, the Bears got a fumble recovery for a touchdown, so it was the final score was 24-10. But really, they should have been like 24-3. Oh man, the Rams just came out to play. They
Foles didn't play. Oh, there's a white 7704.
Yeah,
And it's white, have you... Yeah.
that's right.
I guess they're 211. The 211s are 77s today.
Yeah, I guess so. That's right. But the other one's a different color, isn't it?
But I mean, you see the difference between this 79 and the back? There's a difference.
Yeah.
I got that one on MT 7704.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the really old 77s.
Right.
Taken right off, eh?
You have to. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm already a minute late.
Yeah. You'll make her up though. With this good bus, it'll be no problem.
Oh yeah, no, a minute late's okay. Even up to 3 minutes, I'm fine. Just gotta keep moving though.
You know, George, wouldn't it be cool if Calgary Transit had a simulator video game I could play?
Yeah.
Could manage my own transit.
That's right.
I would try to give my buses at least 25 years of service.
Yeah, exactly.
If I can't rebuild the motor though, if I don't have enough money and enough parts, that's it, right? If it breaks.
Yeah.
There's 11. So does it take about the same time for 11 to get back to Somerset as you? It takes half an hour for you.
Yeah, about the same time. I will see him on. He'll be crossing the lights at 6th Street southwest of 162nd Avenue. So yeah, they give us about the same amount of time.
Yeah, so there's white 77s. I think the white 77s, the 77s used to be all white. Then they
That's right.
redid them.
Yeah.
7705 is also white. Same thing with 7, 8, 9, 10. And then there's a couple O2s that are white as well. O2 77s.
Yeah.
After your retirement, if we ever ran into each other again, and when I say 79s are now retired, you're gonna hate that.
Look at that guy. He's doing over 80.
Jeez.
Way over 80. That's crazy. He was doing almost 90.
Well, if he ran into your bus, his car would be nothing but...
That's crazy.
You wonder if he's you-know-what, right?
Well, something's not right. That's ridiculous.
So you didn't like 7956, right?
No, it was okay.
But I mean the ramp.
Oh no, the ramp, that was taking almost 45 seconds to get it out and back in. Something was wrong with the ramp. The bus was actually not bad. But yeah, the ramp, no, that was not good at all.
You had some seniors come on, right?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
I forgot to tell the other driver about that because I didn't use the ramp for, oh gosh, about 4 hours before the other driver released me, and I forgot to tell him. So that should have been looked.
What bus did you get yesterday, I wonder?
Yesterday.
It was a good one, that's
Oh,
for
it
sure.
was. It was not bad at all. Can't remember the number. That's funny. There we are. Thank you. You're welcome. Hi. Hello. Good to see you. Was that 7929?
Also another 20.
Yeah, I think it was 7929.
When I get back to Somerset, I'm gonna go and hop on 11, eh? Haven't done that route yet.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Gonna try to get 7704.
Good idea, yeah.
I'll be back on later, eh?
We won't catch that. 7704 is the one we just saw Fish Creek, right?
Yeah.
I don't believe you'll be able to catch him. You'd be waiting another hour
Yeah.
at
But I mean, there's another 77 I can catch on 11, yeah.
That's right.
The red one.
yeah. Yeah, you'd be waiting about, what, 20, give me a second, almost half an hour for that one. That bridle. Bye-bye.
Have a nice day.
Thanks, George. You're welcome.
I'll be back on later too, eh? Maybe in the evening or something.
Oh, okay.
If you mind.
No, I don't mind at all. Are you kidding? That'd be great. Enjoy your company.
You were surprised to see me again the other day.
Yeah. It was nice to see you.
12's my favorite route of the day, so.
Oh, okay.
Because I know I get new footage of your bus.
Right.
I don't know if you'd ridden this one, but when you were gone, I rid 7932 on 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
When I come back on, will Cliff be back on, depending
Right.
on what his schedule is?
Right.
Do you like Volkswagens?
Well, they're an okay vehicle, but I don't like the company. It's not the vehicle. I don't like the company.
They lied about their clean burning diesel cars.
And they also implemented software that would lie about the gas mileage they were getting. And I didn't like that at all.
You know their sales will go down if they keep doing that.
Well, some of those CEOs had to go to prison. That was fraud. And they knew what they were doing too. They did it on purpose. That's why I don't like the company.
They just wanted to be smart, right?
They wanted sales, they wanted money, that's all they wanted, money.
You know what I like their cars though? They're Jettas, right? They're good, eh? They're old Jettas.
Yeah.
They didn't lie about the Jettas though, that's for sure.
Well, the fuel economy they did.
Oh yeah, of course.
They implemented computer chips that would say that you were getting...
That's why my dad never bought a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Not only the CEOs lost their job, but they had to go to jail.
That's right. That doesn't say a lot about the company. No, I'm a big GM fan. General Motors, Chevy. Ford has had too many problems over the years, way too many recalls. They're still an okay vehicle, but
You Ford, you said?
yeah.
You want to talk about a great vehicle? Saturn, eh? They got rid of them because they were too good.
Oh, okay.
Saturn's like built one of the Chevy companies, right?
Right.
What vehicle do you drive anyways?
Oh, well, we had a cheap Liberty Renegade, but it broke down, so we're looking for something else.
You're not gonna fix it, eh? And
No, it's too much money.
how many years did you have it?
About 4 years.
Huh.
The vehicle I really like is the Cadillac Escalade.
But it was used, right, when you bought it?
Yes, it was.
How many kilometers?
Actually, it was low kilometers. Only had 146,000 kilometers.
Not even broken in.
No, it's really good. But I really like the Cadillac Escalade.
You'll be paying money for that, but if it's reliable, it's worth the money.
It is. There's no recalls on them. They're a beautiful vehicle. All Cadillacs are nice. Elvis loved Cadillacs.
I like doing the whole route with you. Like when I used to ride with you only to Fish Creek, eh? This part of the route is nice.
Yes, it is. This is really nice.
Oh, when the school gets out though, you'll have a time.
Well, that keeps me busy at 3:30 and 4:30.
Like coming down here, like going back to Somerset that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that why when I wait for you, you're a minute late, right? Because of the truck?
Yeah.
A minute you can make up. If you load me on quick, then just take off.
Yeah.
Have you ever had the wheelchair ramp get stuck too on these buses? It gets jammed.
I got a few of those. They were so rusted, so I had to get out. There's a strap there. You can manually lift it.
Yeah.
It could be a little hard on the back if it's really bad, but you can manually open the.
A lot of these flyers, though, the ramps are pretty good considering.
Yeah, most of them they are.
The 7500 ramps weren't, though. They didn't want to deploy.
That's right.
I was gonna say we're not in Evergreen.
No, we passed Evergreen. We're at Everridge. Already went past Evergreen.
Oh, look at George Halloween decorations.
Look at that. 7723.
Okay.
Do you think I can do that? I said, yes.
Bye-bye. Thank you. You're welcome.
11, right?
Oh, Route 11. That's right.
I don't have 23 yet, so. Almost half of the 77 fleet is still around.
Yes, that's right.
It doesn't explain it though. They're still around. They have 7701 in service, but not 7901. That must have got some extra kilometers on it.
Yeah, that's right.
So they didn't manage in getting 20 years out of that one. I'm surprised.
Yeah, so am I.
Look at that, George.
Wow.
Someone went all out.
Oh, man. They do every year. At Halloween and at Christmas.
Do you guys decorate your house nice for
No.
Christmas, or
No, we don't.
just a tree?
Yeah, that's, yeah, my wife used to when the kids were growing up, when they were little. We used to decorate the tree and stuff. But now, not so much for Halloween, because we don't get almost no kids at all. Last year, I think we had 7.
That's like in Chestermere, it's quiet.
Yeah, that's it.
So when you pull in, when will the 11 be here? You know the schedule's better than I do.
That's right. The 11, like I was saying before, the 11 will see, he'll just have left Bridlewood Station about 3
So I'll get 23 then, I guess.
Yeah.
right?
You can go to Shaughnessy Station with me. You won't wait as long for the 11 then.
How many minutes?
Let's see. I'm due out at 07, and the Route 11 would be in there about 18. Due out at 18. He's actually in about 15. So about 8 minutes.
So 8 minutes wait time?
At Shaughnessy, yeah.
Alright, and he goes to Fish Creek, right?
That's right. Yep, sure does.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah, if you mind.
No, I don't mind at all. No, I enjoy your company.
I'm gonna miss you so. But hey, I'll look back on my footage when you're retired and I'll have all the memories.
That's right. And you never know when I'll be out on the bus. I mean, I'll have our vehicle if I want to go somewhere, but on occasion I may be on the bus because I got a free bus pass. And you never know when I'll see you.
And like, it'll be 12 most likely.
Well, the 12 goes by my place to go down to Shaughnessy Town Center.
Yeah. Imagine if I came to your house and like I turned my whole wheelchair into one of these buses. Wouldn't you be surprised?
Oh, would I ever?
And what if I turned it into 7901? Wouldn't that be a treat?
Wow.
I'll film myself doing it, but what I would do a GoPro strap my phone, eh?
Right.
Imagine how many parts I would need for this wheelchair to transform one.
Oh, man.
I wouldn't own a Nova bus. The only reason they lack power, so
That's right.
even though they're nice.
Yeah.
This one's got some power on takeoff.
Oh, yeah, no, these 7900s are good.
Some of our 77s can take off pretty well. You said 32 was extremely slow though.
Yes, it was.
What was it when the fans were all over the place and you had to readjust it?
No, oh yeah, the dash, yeah, that's right.
That's 7723. Is he going back to Fish Creek, I guess? The one that passed us because we saw him.
That's where he was headed.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and then what he'll do is leave Fish Creek and come around to Shaughnessy Station. That's the one you'll catch.
Shaughnessy, it's less of a wait time. Thanks for giving me another suggestion. If I can help it, you know, I don't want to wait half an hour,
No,
right?
no, of course not. My goodness, no, we just go over to Shaughnessy Station. You only wait about 8 minutes.
That's why when I start my day, I take the train from Heritage to Shaughnessy, so I only wait I get there about 1:51, 1:52.
Right.
So to be honest, sometimes you were here on time today, so I'm only waiting about 12 minutes sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes you pull in right at 2:03, 2:04.
That's right.
It only takes about, what, 5 minutes to get there?
From Bridlewood to Shaughnessy?
Yeah,
They give
by
me
bus.
Well, they give me 6 minutes. Realistically, that's pretty much an 8-minute trip.
Yeah. With lights and everything.
Yeah.
So I have the estimated time right. I said he should be here at 2:04, but I saw you around 201, so you were actually a little earlier
Yeah, right.
by a couple minutes.
That's right. Yeah, it all depends on the lights.
Did you make up your time as well?
Yes, because when I start out, I have to set the bus up at noon, and I'm usually about almost 10 minutes late. So yeah, I made up my time, yeah.
Good. That shuttle bus operator that needed to help you in the senior, was it 15 or 52?
15, Route 15.
Wow.
Her name was Grace. She's really nice.
She's probably not on every day. She's only part-time.
Yeah. Well, shuttle bus drivers, yeah, they're part-time.
You were flirting of doing that, right?
What's that?
You were flirting with doing that.
No, I've always been full-time.
No, but I mean, after you retire, you were
No, I wasn't flirting with that at all, no.
But you took the idea, then you thought, now, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So you were gonna see, you thought, now I've had enough.
Yeah, exactly. No, I gave it a thought, but no, that's all. It's just a passing thought.
And they're very bumpy. It's not like you're driving a 7900.
Well, that's it.
If you were to go back to work from retirement, you would rather do big bus, right?
It's on the wrong side of the road. That's not good. Yeah. Completely blocking the wrong side of the road. That's a ticket. If the police came by, that's a ticket. You can't do that. I don't know why he didn't come down and turn around.
Well, George, I don't know what to tell you. Calgary drivers don't give you know what, right?
Well, it's kind of strange. Yeah, all he has to do is turn around here so he's facing the right way.
Yeah.
But you can't double park either. That's a ticket. That's the police?
So them kids you pick up every day, they're your regular kids, right?
That's right.
They must be so happy to see you.
Oh yeah, they are. They all call me by name as they get on. Yeah, they're really good kids.
I say I'm a full-time regular customer now, right? Do you think?
That's right.
I could not get my engine started this morning. You know when you wake up, you're just groggy, right?
That's right.
Once I got food in me, it got a little easier. Sometimes you need food that kickstart, right?
Yeah.
Rather than a bit of shaking, this is really nice.
That's
this
right.
bus. I wonder why it's doing that.
Yeah.
So once they rebuild the motor in these for last time, they run them until they break, right? Break down?
Not really. About 800,000 kilometers they rebuild the motor. That's what we were told in training.
Yeah.
Whether it needs it or not, right around 800,000. Which sounds about right. That's 480,000, almost 500,000 miles.
Imagine if they left these going for 1,000 miles. For 1 million miles, wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, what?
Oh, you say them Jimmies could do it if one bus could.
Yeah.
1 million miles, what that would be, like 3, 4, 5 something million if you convert it?
Yeah. I fueled up a car. A million miles, let's see, just a sec, that would have to be, what? 600,000. So just over 1.5 million kilometers.
crap, that's a good car.
The guy took good care of it. He told me. I was working at a gas station in BC and he pulled in and he told me he had 1,000,000 miles on the motor, but he took very good care of it. That's very rare.
It's almost rush hour, isn't it?
Not yet. We're just heading into rush hour pretty quick here within the next few minutes actually.
Man, there's another 77. And I think there's an 8000 series in front, eh? You must like them, even though if you didn't get a lot of them.
Oh yeah, no, they're okay. There's an
Is he
8000.
broken?
No, they're waiting to go in service.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's off.
yeah, she's pulling in behind me now. They're waiting to go in service there.
The buses only go out of service if they break down.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Or if they go back to the garage, right? They drop, yeah.
That's right. Or if they're called to do another route.
Oh, sometimes they gotta switch them up, do they, right?
There you are. I forgot your name. Oh, okay. Take care.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're very welcome.
There's the Nova bus I was on the other day, except it was $81.99.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Karen. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, no, I'm doing good, thank you.
That's good. Still working, I see.
Yes, till the end of January,
Okay, good.
and then that's it.
Ah,
It's gonna be different when 12 doesn't have them anymore.
Yeah, look
For
at this
sure.
one. 8123.
Yeah. Have you ever driven them? Yeah, a couple, right? I imagine.
Yeah, that's right.
They're nice. I like them.
Yeah,
Little slow on the power, but
that's right. But they're okay.
I never get the 8100 series. Every time I've been doing the bus and doing YouTube, I got my first 8100 series the other day. Haven't been on one yet in my life, I don't think.
Okay.
First time.
Wow.
Man, you know them Series 9 trains are very buggy. These new ones you see pulling in here.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them are very, you know.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking me to Shaughnessy. Less of a wait time. I can just go on the 11, right?
That's right. No, you're very welcome.
He waits at Shaughnessy for a little bit, right?
If he's a couple of minutes early, yes.
Approaching Shottle Lake and Shottle Way.
I got over 50 minutes of footage of 7704 on my channel almost.
Wow. Now, is there a website a person can go to see all the stuff you have?
YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. Okay. Now, what do you put in to go to YouTube to see it?
Just new Flyer, whatever.
Oh, okay.
2005.
And then it has your name there?
My channel, yeah. Train and Bus Adventures.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
And then my picture, there's a lot of train and bus adventures, so if you get confused, I have an old Calgary C train downtown as my profile picture.
Okay. Thank you. What's the number on that C train? Do you know?
2010.
Wow. That is old.
I got Calgary's oldest current C train car on my channel, though 2003, so even older, eh? I got to film it.
Wow, that's 17 years ago.
No, but 2003, 1980 C train.
Oh, okay.
2003 is just the unit number.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
not.
okay.
It's a 1981, 1982 Siemens U2.
And what year was that taken?
2020 I got on it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I just wish they would use them every day so I
Yeah,
could,
that's right.
like they used to when university was in.
Yeah.
77 or 7946. Have
That's
you
right.
driven that one?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I sure have. It's a good bus.
I don't like Route 406 though. It's too long.
Yeah.
I've been recording this whole time, 56 minutes in.
Wow.
What I'm planning to do, I'm gonna do 11, then I'm gonna go and do MT, then I'll be back on, but you know, I'm not gonna get on when the load's on.
Right.
I'm gonna wait until like maybe 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Well, it's always a pleasure to see you, man.
Yes, and the same. Likewise.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I hope you don't mind that your bus is on YouTube.
No. No, not at all.
People do buses like this all the time, and I figured, why don't I start, right?
Well, that's right, yeah.
Beautiful sounding bus. You know what? People comment on my stuff because I got them public. I used to have it private, but I'm doing public for a while now. He's like, I love that Cummins diesel sound. It reminds me of my truck that I have.
Yeah.
The Nova buses have Cummins in them, I think.
Right. Hello, hi.
They sound a little more different though than newer Cummins.
Right.
When did you get an 8100 series Nova?
Oh boy. It's been so long I can't remember when that was.
But I mean, that must have been in 2010 or something because
Yeah,
that's when the 8100s came out.
That's exactly right.
Oh, and they have 80. Yeah.
But you're right, yeah, that's right. It would be at least 10 years ago. That's why I can't remember when it was.
Oh, and when you were gone, I got on 8017, A8000 series, 2007 new Flyer.
Oh, okay.
You don't know them very well because you've only driven one or two, right?
That's right, yeah.
They are nice though.
Yeah, they are.
Especially the D40LFRs. They're the later ones.
Yeah, exactly.
They start in 8070, I think.
Yeah. Hi, Chris. There we are. Good to see you.
Yeah.
How was it at McDonald's? Good?
Alright.
That's good. Did you see somebody?
Eric and Oscar.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you know Oscar, but you know Eric, right?
Oscar from Sesame Street?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't that be something if you did?
Whoa, that would be funny.
That bus driver joke you told me the other day?
Oh, yeah. The one where I said, bus driver, could you please open the door?
I filmed right at your face when you were saying that, eh?
Oh, that's
So
a funny one.
I got that on film, so I'll remember that one.
Yeah, that's funny.
As I said, this is not the last time you'll see me today. Hopefully your bus doesn't quit when I get back on it.
That's right.
It's a 79 though, so you know.
Yeah. See, there's the 15. They leave right on time.
So it's hard to catch it when you pull in for the next driver to take over.
Well, that's it.
Your last run to Shaughnessy, right?
Yeah.
But it's a big bus now, eh? They took the...
Yeah, well, I don't understand that. The other day it was shuttle, now it's big bus.
No, but it's almost rush hour, right? And it goes by the school, right? So they need a big bus.
Yeah, you're right. That's what it is.
It's an 8000 series.
Yeah.
Anyway, George,
Let me just get everything done here. Just one sec. Thanks so much.
I'll see you later today.
We will.
I don't know what location I'll be at.
Okay.
Maybe Fish Creek or Somerset.
That sounds good.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
very welcome. Yeah, you bet. You take care, Ethan. Yeah, we sure will.
Where's the 11? Just across there?
That's right.
Yep. Bye.